Hi friends. So yesterday I have a question that should I prepare a video on prelims book list or mains book list. So I have decided I will talk about both prelims as well as mains. So let's talk about now books. So the first thing that is polity. So I have referred only Lakshmi Kant. You can see I have just read this Lakshmikant. Actually I have supplemented this Lakshmikant with the current affair articles. Whenever I read something very interesting or related to like a polity, then I just note it down and just paste it, or like on the sticky, just paste it on the that very relevant chapter. So somewhat that is giving me an integrated preparation, right? And this book is somewhat technical, so when you are reading it very first time, just give a reading. Don't think about too much that you are not able to understand or something like that. And if you are not understand a particular topic, then go to the YouTube and search a particular topic when wherever you are finding difficulty to understand, and watch that video. You will be able to understand in a more integrated manner and more explanatory manner now. So this is the way I have done this book. And in first reading, seriously, this gives you a pain. This will not make you like a comfortable feeling that you are able to understand or you are recalling things, because this book has many articles, many of the laws. So might be you are not, somewhat you are feeling not to read this book, or just avoiding that book, but it's okay, do it. Come to the next one, that is history, the modern history. I have chosen the Spectrum, although the Bipin Chandra is also available. That is a kind of novel book. So that is completely up to you. You want to read in a novel manner or you want to read this book. So I have opted this book over the Bipin Chandra, although I have the Bipin Chandra, but I have never read. This book has a different strategy with what I have adapted. So I have started this book from 1857 revolt till 1947 independence. So I have read this section twice, and when I got somewhat a great feeling that yes, I know about the modern history, then read the previous and afterwards sections, right? So this is the good way you can start this book. Otherwise you will find lost yourself, or you will puzzled in reading medieval history in this book, right? So medieval history you will cover in your medieval section, right? So I have prepared this book in this way, read the mid one and then the other parts too, right? And I have told you that I haven't read the other two sections of the history, that is, one is the medieval and one is the ancient. Although the ancient one is, you are ancient, and the other one you can cover from what, from art and culture, right? So I have not read, but you can read. These are the Tamil Nadu NCERT old books, right? I have purchased, I have read once, but could not find it that I am able to वो वो कहते हैं ना, that input and output ratio was not good in this, so I just left it. And you can find the NCRTs also, those are also helpful. I can suggest you about these books, but I have not read, so I am not able to give you a good idea over it, right? So coming to the next one, that is geography, a good part. Although the static questions are always coming from this section. And this is the physical environment, right? This is a very very important book, very important book. You have to read this book thoroughly. The climatology is a very important section nowadays, so you have to read this book. If you are not although this book is having many technical terminologies, the geographical terminologies basically, I should say. So what you can do is, if you are not able to understand a particular phenomena, because there are many phenomena like erosion, related to water, related to ocean, related to wind. So what you can do is, go to the YouTube again and find the suitable video and try to understand the things, right? These are the books, the other 11th 12th NCERT books. And the next thing is, so yes, this book is the Indian people or something, so you can read it. Yes, human geography, you can read it, right? You can see this. And this is also good. Matlab, you have to read these books, right? And this is GC Leong. When you are finding difficulty in understanding physical geography, then you can supplement this book with this. And honestly, this book has a very good explanation about climatology, so you should follow. Whenever you are not able to understand a particular phenomena in your NCRT, you can go and supplement with that topic, right? Okay, so now next is what? The next is environment, the very famous book, Shankar IS. Usually people are following this book, but I find this book is very boring, and the raw facts, which made me every time not to read this book again. So what I have done is, I have check out the syllabus, and I found that the syllabus I can search on Google. So what I every time do for this subject is, I have pointed out the main points, what should I prepare in this subject, and what I have done is, I just put that topic on Google and just search with UPSC. You will find many of the results, right? And you can opt the first one or two or three, whatever you like, right? And you can go through the particular section and just make your proper notes. Not proper notes, you can just note it down whatever you like, right? So in this way you can prepare this subject, although you can supplement with what is given by the revisionist, that is 365. You can supplement with 365, and you can supplement with newspaper. Whenever you're reading newspaper, just find that anything related to environment, you have to put it in your notes, because nowadays environment is something you are not able to predict, right? You have to prepare in very current affairs based, the this section, especially the environment section, right? So the next, we are talking about the art and culture. So come to the art and culture section. So these two books, the NCRT and the most famous Nitin Singhania art and culture book, right? So let me talk about the NCRT first. This NCRT is really good, and obviously the NCRTs are more preferable, but people are like reading the integrated syllabus, so they are preferring the Nitin Singhania one. But I would suggest you that you have to read the NCRT first, and then whatever you are not finding, the syllabus mentioned things you are not able to find any other place, you can read from the Nitin Singhania one. Or you are not able, if you are not able to particular if you are not able to understand a particular subject topic from the NCRT, then you can have the Nitin Singhania one, right? So you can read Nitin Singhania in a selected portion. If you want me, so I will provide you the selected portion as well. So this is all about like art and culture, although this is covering your somewhat ancient and medieval, right? So come to the next topic or subject, I can say. This is the Indian economy. The most famous book is Ramesh Singh. Many, or I can say almost half, more than half of the people are reading Ramesh Singh only. But I find that book very uninterested, very colorless, so, and very bulky also. Although people are reading Runal sir's note as well, but I am not into both of the things, so I have chosen some other book, and I have told you that if you want to choose a book, what you should do is read a soft copy of that book on available on Telegram or wherever you can find. Read that book and then choose, then make a decision which book you should buy. If you are reading, if you're buying every book, you're just compiling a stack and pressure on your mind as well, right? So I have read this Indian economy by Vivek Singh. This is also, I can say, available on Telegram, and you can download this book and read few pages, and you will get an idea that you should buy this book or not, right? So I have read this book. This is a very good book, I can say. You just go through the few pages and you will get an idea, right? So this is all about Indian economy, and I can say this is all about the prelim syllabus, or few of the topics. Not few, every book is important as with the perspective of mains as well, right? So you have, whenever you are reading a particular section, just go to the previous year questions for mains as well as for pre. You have to mark the PYQs of pre as well as for the mains, right? So you will get an idea that how much clarity you have in your mind. And this will not happen in your first reading, I must tell you. This will happen in your second or third reading. When you are reading, when you are giving first reading to any book, that will give a raw idea, right? Try to mark some PYQs, that will give you an idea, and that will basically prepare your mind that how you should prepare and in which direction you have to prepare, right? Apart from this, all these books list, I just want to share one opinion of mine, that just don't put yourself in this vicious cycle. This is a really a vicious cycle, because once you have cleared your pre, you might not be able to clear your mains because you haven't prepared well. So the strategy, a good strategy is, when you are starting your preparation, do the integrated one. Then you have to prepare your mains fully, and then you have to start your prelims preparation, right? So this is a particular way how you should make your strategy. This is a step by step process, right? So this thing you have to clear in your mind, right? Apart from this thing, let me talk about the PYQs. The importance of PYQ is very high in this exam, because when you are checking out the PYQs, there are a kind of repetition, or you will get an idea that which kind of topics are more emphasized in this preparation, right? So one thing I must tell you, that CSAT, in the prelims, the CSAT is basically qualifying exam, but you might not aware about this fact, that once you have cleared your CSAT exam, then only your GS copy will be checked. Okay, got this point, that once you have cleared your CSAT exam, or qualified your CSAT, then only your GS copy will be checked, right? Okay, then the next thing is GS mains papers of PYQs. You can buy any of the book which is available, but I guess Drishti publication is very good, so I have bought. And these are the world map or the Indian map. Whenever you are finding anything important in your newspaper, just mark that point and mark on the like this booklet, and you can revise easily, right? And talking about prelims is when you are doing your integrated preparation, when you are doing in a static or in a very clear cut strategy, na, so you will obviously succeed in that. Yeah, that is okay, that prelims is some kind of tricky paper nowadays, but it's okay. If you are working on your CSAT properly, if you are preparing your subjects in a well mannered, you are doing the previous year questions, you are understanding the logic behind the previous year questions, and you are implementing that same logic on your preparation, you will get to know that how you should prepare for your prelims to be cleared, right? So this is all about that, how you should prepare about prelims or about mains. You have to write answers before appearing prelims. You have to write for every subjects before appearing prelims, then only you will get an idea that when you have cleared your prelims, you will have very short time period, and you won't be able to write for everything. You have very short period to revise and recall. So just make sure that you have to write every section before prelims preparation. This is actually the basic strategy, then only you can clear, otherwise everyone is in the same race, right? So let's not waste much time on this discussion. This is a very endless discussion, and honestly guys, this is a vicious cycle. Sometimes what happens, people start preparation and they are just preparing for the few subjects, right? And they just left behind the few very important subjects which are in the mains, like governance, disaster management, like society, social justice. These are the very very important subjects, and honestly these subjects will help you in writing essays as well, in ethics as well. They will give you very good examples, and they will seriously very helpful in writing. Similarly, if we are talking about the history, geography, environment, these are the subjects which are very common in both, like prelims as well as in mains, right? So you have to prepare these subjects in an integrated manner, that you might be getting objective type of question or an elaborated descriptive type of question. You must be able to attempt that question, right? Now let's talk about this importance of syllabus copy. So I must tell you that you have to have a copy of syllabus, the mains one, because the prelims syllabus is quite very short, of the about 5 lines only, but the main syllabus is in the 4 pages itself. So you, what you should do is print out the copy and just put it wherever you are sitting and you are studying. So you have to have in front of you a copy of syllabus every time, because it will give you immense knowledge about what you are trying to crack, right? And apart from syllabus, I must tell you guys, you have to prepare. If you are starting your preparation, you have to prepare in an integrated manner, like the common subjects. You are picking the common subjects, complete it. And if you are doing the uh, common subjects also na, that will take around 6 to 7 months. And if you are starting your preparation like June or July, you will be ending up like I guess December, right? So you'll be completing your this many subjects only till December. And then when you will revise, when you will do the answer writing, when you will prepare for ethics, when you will prepare for your optional, so you have to manage your time accordingly, right? So what is my suggestion? Start your preparation with integrated subjects, then give two I guess, yeah, 2 3 months to your optional, then particularly 15 or 30 days for your ethics, because that is a weightage of particularly one paper. GS4 is only about ethics. So you have to score good in ethics, because that will seriously giving you good rank, right? That will ensure you that you are in list or out list. Till December you have to complete your mains, and then in January you can manage the writing section. And don't forget about the CSAT. Please practice CSAT accordingly whenever you get time, like on the weekends or alternate days. Just make sure that 1 hour you are giving your CSAT, because and if I'm talking about the GS part of the prelims, that is also somewhat tricky nowadays. If you have observed the previous year questions, just watch out the questions they have asked, because some there are must be few questions which might not be answered by anyone, or might not be answered by the teachers itself. And one more suggestion is that you have to write for every section. I'm talking about the mains. You have to write before prelims for every section, because after prelims you will get 2 or 2.5 months, and that would not sufficient to prepare for mains, because there would be having like 4 GS papers and 2 optional papers, and then you have the other one essay paper as well. So you must be prepare yourself for the mains before prelims you are appearing, right? So this could be the best strategy I have adopted. Might be it is useful or not. And the other thing is that this video should be uploaded before. Actually, I had a plan that I will be uploading the whole syllabus as well as the book list video as soon as possible, but I could not actually, because after clearing pre I had a pressure to prepare for mains, and I had a pressure to write as many as I can and revise as much as I can. But I could not actually. I got shifted to Karol Bagh, and then there was not I could not find the atmosphere. Actually, I found so much disturbance, so I came back. And I have created my space at home only. And it took me also 2 days to make a setup to like with a good feeling of study. And this is what I have created. And please give your opinions about this video, and whatever I have left, please tell me, so that I will be making ensure that to put somewhat that information in my next video. And next video would be about the GS papers and the book list, right? So thank you for watching, guys.